Alright, we're here for round one. Reveal that we're a Yorion deck. And this hand is positively brimming with mana. If we're not keeping hands like this, I don't know what we're doing with this deck. So, I'll keep it. So this has... So I can turn one Emery and hold up Brainstorm, or I can have turn one Goose and Emery, but I lose my Brainstorm. That doesn't sound worth it. Like this Chrome Mox, the way the rest of the hand worked out isn't necessary. I hope. Guess I could even pedal the Goose out. Milled both of my Force of Wills. I guess pedaling Goose is fine. Because Emery can rebuy the pedal next turn anyway. And we can still Brainstorm here. That worked out pretty well. We're going to need a Boom Boom now. Alright, we're against Eldrazi. Chalice on 0. Tilt. Sorry, Emery. Ooh. Oh no, the Chalice on 0 is actually devastating here. We would have a turn 2 Urza, but we can't play any of this stuff. Guess I should Brainstorm. Looking for a land. Alright, didn't find a land. Found some other stuff we can do though. So if I put back Chrome Mox and Uro, I can play a second Emery and mill past those, and then Uro's in my graveyard, and we can cast Oko next turn. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard. Alright, Uro in the bin. So this is probably Thought Not Seer. Okay, so if they're going to take Oko, because that's the one I can cast, but if I draw a land, Urza, just slamming Urza is going to be pretty nice. Yeah, so ironically, if I had just like hemorrhaged my whole hand game one and pitched my Brainstorm to the Chrome Mox, then we would be easily winning this game. But Chalice of the Void is a hell of a Magic card. Let's draw a land. It's not a land, but it does cast Urza next turn, assuming there is a next turn. And if they take the Urza, I can just get Uro. That's probably better anyway. Alright, sorry Urza. You might be obsolete. Oh, a red land. Why would Eldrazi have a mountain? Bloodsun. Okay, that I don't care about. Okay, so there's some sort of like red Stompy deck with an Eldrazi theme. They're not pure Eldrazi here. Okay, time to weigh our options. So, I'm playing this land, of course. So now I can cast one or the other of these things. I guess I should cast Urza. Oh no, I can't, because the Bloodsun turns off Misty. Get fucked, me. Alright, so I still only have one of these available. It'll take a while to regrow my foods, either way. Urza, however, makes mana. Unfortunately, it only makes a 2/2 construct for now. I think Uro is better, though. Yeah, I'm doing this. So green, green, blue, blue. Alright. Oh, that Blood Sun is actually devastating. Let's hope they can't answer Uro. Uro is more powerful if it sticks, but Urza is better if it gets answered, so that's where we are. And Uro can tangle with most Eldrazi, just on stats, and Urza can't, because it would have only been a 2/2 construct. So they could just make like a 7/7 Endless one here and brick me. Reality Smasher. Rabble Dad. Alright. So let's see if they just let me eat the goblin for free, or if they're trying to get in with more than that. Yeah, that's the only attack that makes any sense at all. Brainstorm. So I think it's better to just make food. I'm not going to attack because they basically just get to trade Rabble Master. Like they have lots of good double blocks for Uro, and I can't immediately redeploy him. We're going to block with Emery in case they have something like Walking Blister or some shit to pick off Uro. Just don't want that to happen at all. Another fetch land. You love it. Alright, continue to hold. And then next turn, if nothing untoward happens to me before then. Oh, this can tap for green now too because of Uro. That's exciting. I was just thinking that Blood Moon turns off my ability to make food, but it actually doesn't. Chalice on 3. Okay. Now if Uro dies, he's gone forever, but Urza is still good. Oko is out of the picture, though. Mega food. Alright, it's time for Urza to show up. Alright, so now the foods net me power and toughness on the battlefield. And they tap for... These poop out Mock Sapphires now instead of Lotus Petals. Which is a lot better. I guess we'll see where this goes. If they can't push through, and I can't push through, this game might come down to Yorion. Which I'm very excited about. Alright, now what? If they have another like Thought-Knot Seer, I can brainstorm in response. I do have one blue up because of the construct. Profero's Intervention. Oh no, my Uro. So if I brainstorm in response, what happens? Oh, that's bullshit. Not allowed. There are 2 Force of Wills left in my 80 card deck, so chances are low. But if I hit one, I pretty much win immediately. And I take 9, I think either way, so I guess I'll brainstorm. Oh baby, where were you when I needed you? Alright, so these cards are all locked out. This is looking bad, team. Alright, how frisky are they going to get? Ooh, the Rabble Master itself is getting in. I'm not sure if I agree with that attack. And I'm not like, basically it's going to be a race of if I can get construct big enough to block before it's too late. They're at 14, I'm at 9. So if I play this goose, that jumps me up 1. Leave Urza back to block. This doesn't tap for green anymore. Oh, that sucks. That's actually brutal, because that means I can't make a new food here. Oh, this Blood Sun has just ended me. So I could double block Thought-Knot Seer, try to draw something. I think I kind of have to do that. I guess I already know my top card is Crow Mox that I don't want to draw. I'm glad they left the Construct instead of Urza. Like, somehow that's better. And this doesn't tap for anything anymore. Actually, we're just dead. Oh, there's the Force of Will right on time. Alright. We got beat by Chalice on 0. Now that I know what we're playing against, I know to dump my hand earlier. Okay, so I want Plague Engineer, just anything that impacts the board as a creature. Anything that can like trade with a Reality Smasher is a good deal. Force of Will, I still like. I'm not going to bring in Force of Negation, even though it is kind of terrifying that the opponent is a Chalice deck. I can't help but notice this deck has only the Okos to answer a Chalice of the Void, which seems like a bit of a mistake. Just having some wilts in this sideboard would go a long way. Alright, so what is worse now? I don't want to cut too much of my fast mana, because that's like the whole point of the deck, to get out ahead early. But literally after my first turn, it becomes a much worse deal. So which ones do I think are the worst? And Lotus Petal being a one-shot and not being able to loop it with Emery through a Chalice is a problem. Yeah, I think all of my cuts are going to come from that area. Amber, another Petal. I don't know how low I can go on that, because those also turn on the opals. Alright, just like the the sampler platter, just cutting a little bit of each of those, which is much worse than it is in a normal deck because the whole point of this deck is having artifacts that tap for mana. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, this hand does have turn 2 Oko and Winter Orb. Not both turn 2, but it has Winter Orb and Oko. I'm going to keep this. The basic lands are pretty exciting too, because that Blood Sun really killed us last game. I'm going to prioritize Oko, but Winter Orb is also a huge game against this opponent. They got a Mox of their own. Pitching a black card? What? What is going on over there? I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Alright, I'm not going to play the Winter Orb, because if I do that, then I can't cast Oko next turn. Oh god, do they have Thought-Knot Seer also? God damn it. Alright, well, their draw lined up perfectly so far against mine. Not much you can do about that. I don't believe there's a swamp in this deck. Unfortunately, punished by the Prismatic Vista. Yeah, it's only islands and forests. And I guess I have to do this just to slow them down as much as I can, though with their own Chrome Mox. Yeah, this is a disaster. Oh, pitching Eliminate to cast Eliminate. That's one of the new cards from M21. Is this even good? Alright. Uro. I'm now wishing I did not cast Winter Orb. Maybe I should have worded that out against the Stompy deck. Though it would have won me last game if it came down, if I drew it a little earlier. So, hard to say. Like, they are just stomping harder than I am this game. And that's the reality. You live and die by the stomp. Oh no. What is this 7 mana spell they're casting? 6. It's the Walking Ballista. A Chalice on 3. Yikes. Alright, I can't even cast my Brainstorms because of this Winter Orb. Alright, if we somehow navigate this bad looking game, I will board the Winter Orbs out for the last one. Ooh. Nope, cost 3. Okay, so what can I do here? I can brainstorm, like, I need to get this Uro into play to have a chance. That'll do. Alright, so I can't cast Emery. Definitely can't cast Plague Engineer. I'm going to shuffle that away. So I can cast Emery. It's actually a 1 mana way to put a card in my graveyard, which is a little bit exciting. Alright, so let's map this out. I make my land drop this turn, then I have Lotus Petal, fetch, Uro's in play. That's not bad. I can do it now. Fetch, pedal. Alright, that's even better. What the fuck? I guess I just noticed Plague Engineer can only be cast off Goose and Astrolabe in this whole deck. That's good deck building. Alright. So, probably just want more islands than forests in general in this deck. So, green, green, blue, blue. Oh, fuck. They got me good. Chat, why didn't you tell me that? I wish I had a chat to warn me. Yeah, Uro, though I pay 4 mana for it, it costs 3. That was so bad. Alright, we got absolutely dumpstered by Eldrazi. Next round.